This is Sophie Heller, and this is an ACT English Parallelism and Meaning question. With this question, we want to make sure that the author's intent is being expressed, and also that we can write a really beautifully parallel sentence. So let's look at what we have. Lack of air, lack of sunlight, and unsanitary overcrowded conditions were a way of life for most working people. So it makes grammatical sense, but it's not a very pretty sentence because you have this lack of air and then lack of sunlight. So you're repeating this lack of twice, which is kind of ugly to hear that twice. And then instead of going with this lack, you're going with unsanitary overcrowded conditions. So it's just a lack of parallelism. It's not good style. So we can definitely do better than this answer choice. Choice 2. Lack of air, lack of sunlight, and lack of unsanitary and overcrowded conditions. So it's parallel because it has this lack of. It's very redundant to repeat it multiple times, but it is parallel. But this is the opposite of what the author is trying to express. So if you say lack of unsanitary conditions, this would mean the conditions were sanitary. Or lack of overcrowded conditions, that would mean that there was no overcrowding. So that's the opposite of what the author is trying to tell us. Choice 3, lack of air, sunlight, sanitation, and space. This is beautiful because it doesn't repeat this lack of, and it changes everything into these just simple nouns. This is parallel. We have air, noun, sunlight, noun, sanitation. So we've chosen a simple noun instead of unsanitary conditions, and space, also a noun. So instead of overcrowding. So this is beautiful. Let's just check 4 to make sure that this is right. So 4 tells us air, sunlight, sanitation, and overcrowding were a way of life for most working people. Sadly, this wasn't the case. The passage is trying to tell us that they didn't have air, they didn't have sunlight, and they didn't have sanitation. So this changes the meaning of, it's parallel, but it changes the meaning of the sentence. So it's no good. Choice 3 is thus the only choice that works.